recorded that hour-long Q&A, but my settings on what I film on was so laggy that it was just unsavable, and I kind of didn't want to record an hour-long video again. But anyways, if you're here, I appreciate you being here, and if you're watching, thank you for watching. So I kind of wanted to look at the new video Amber just posted. And yeah, why don't we take a look?
So, welcome to a new vlog. We just pulled up to Ulta and the sky is phenomenal. I had to show you. Like, it's just so pretty. Look at that. Oh my god. We also need to take this bad boy to the car wash because it's on the outside, but what in the world is that? It doesn't look like bird poop. I don't know what it is, but look at it. It's so...
I don't know, that just goes to show like, her going out is so limited that she's amazed by how the sky looks. Which, I mean, yeah, it looks cool, but it's a sunset, dude. It happens pretty often.
Oh, beautiful. Alright, folks, we come in clutch with Ulta Beauty. Now we need to do a haul. I'll just do it when I get home. We have a bag that we have to take to Goodwill, so we're about to go do that first. We have made it to the Goodwill. Alright, you guys.
She's donating stuff to Goodwill like people need a 6X in anything. Like, come on, dude. Like, she's just donating to Goodwill to say that she's donating to Goodwill. Also, why does she need... I don't know. I'm not gonna go there.
It's time for my Ulta haul. Let's get into it. It's been so long since I bought makeup. I've really been needing to. So, we have...
I just remember her mentioning that, like, oh, like, when I get skinny, I'm gonna get, like, lip fillers or whatever. I was like, alright, dude, sure. Why not, I guess, if that motivates you.
But
I'm gonna need a brush. I need a new foundation brush. This was $20 for a brush. Like, totally thank you. Because she actually bought this for you guys. Like, I was like shook to the bits. It was just really sweet. And then also my favorite mascara, my favorite eyeliner, sorry, to cluster, is e.l.f. But I've never used the Precision Liquid eyeliner, so I got that.
this is the one that I am just like addicted to. It's the Expert Liquid Eyeliner by e.l.f. And then I got, which I already have this, but I'm running low on it. It is NYX Epic Wear. Do not mind my finger. This is from writing so much. I know you guys are...
Guys, don't mind my finger. This is from writing so much. I am a writer, if you guys did not know. I journal every single day for the past 600 days.
Probably shook us, but yeah, I got massive calluses. And...
Yeah. So this is Epic Wear. It's colored eyeliner, which is my favorite. And then I also got like a bluish one that I do not have. So excited to try that. And then last but not least, we got a NYX Filler Instinct in the color, ma'am, where are you? In the color Miami Nights. So it's actually pumpkin color, which I did not know that. I only got it because the colors looks pretty, and I like pink on me, depending. But the fact that it's a pumpkin, I love that.
Okay, so I am making like a steak stir fry. So I have some sirloin in the pot, or the pan, excuse me. And then I'm gonna add broccoli, onion, some scallion. Well, these scallions. These I'm gonna save raw for the end. And some zucchini. And we're also gonna use some soy sauce, some sriracha. And instead of using garlic salt, I did have that out from earlier. My meal that I had earlier. I am just going to use some minced garlic. And of course, at the end, we're going to top it off with some sesame seeds.
So here we have the meat, the veggies, and the garlic doing its thing. And I'm about to add the sriracha and soy sauce in just a couple minutes. Okay, she is complete. It smells like a hibachi restaurant in here. How cool, right? We're going to add some of the sesame seeds and some more scallion.
I'm glad that she's trying, but this is like the most basic meal. It's literally just meat and broccoli. Like, it's the most basic meal, and she like wants to present it to us like it's this like grand thing. Which again, like, I appreciate the effort that she's doing, you know, but come on, dude. And like, sometimes I don't want to nitpick everything she does, but like in her previous meals or whatever, right? The reason why I really think that she can't stick to things for her, like stick to diet plans or any of that, is because um, her meals are so gross. Like, yeah, this looks decent, but like, what else are you pairing it with? You know? And a lot of like the meals that she was like the healthy meals she was eating when she was trying to lose weight, but she ended up being nearly like 600 pounds. She has so much money. Like, instead of spending all this money on ridiculous stuff, like, why not, like, sit down, look at healthy meals, and try to replicate them, you know? Like, that should be, like, a series on her show. Like, replicating, like, a Buddha bowl or whatever, you know? The reason why I really do feel like she can't stick to eating healthy is because her food is so nasty. And this is, like, passable. But this will be so gross. Like, having that shit again tomorrow would be disgusting.
That looks so good. All we need is rice. But wait, I can't. Hashtag keto queen. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm actually in the middle.
She just throws that stuff in there. Like, okay, dude. And, like, no offense, dude, but people are completely right. She can't stick to anything. How long is this going to last? She's literally going to go out and she's going to be like, well, I'm already off keto. The problem with keto that she's going to encounter is consistency. And, like, whatever, dude. Like, if she wants to go ahead and try that, sure. Why not? I mean, is it going to last? No, dude. Like, quite frankly, no. Because it's all about consistency, and consistency is something that she is not good at.
But here I am. I was reading comments, and as I was putting on my clothes, I got to thinking. I feel like there's been some sort of miscommunication. Seems to happen a lot. So I feel
it seems to happen a lot because the form of her communication is so bad. It's so bad. Her English is so limited. Her even saying that at some point she had a 4.0 GPA is just ridiculous to me. It's like, why give yourself that title if nothing you do is represented of that? Like, she lies about the dumbest things that people will so easily catch on. If you have a 4.0 at a certain point, your vocabulary is going to represent that 4.0.
Like, 9 times out of 10, I gotta stay reading them comments. Not stay reading them, I'll read a few, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people are saying, because of my last video, where I'm talking about how I have lipedema and I was like diagnosed, that I seem like happy about it. I'm not happy that I have lipedema. I'm happy that I finally have a diagnosis and a plan. I am so happy that someone listened to me, and I have so many answered. So many things that I've been just like, why don't I lose weight? Like,
she knows she knew she had lymphedema, right? To be honest, dude, this is just another excuse. Add another excuse to the book as to why she can't lose weight. There's another one. It's like, dude, like, at some point, you have to just own up to the fact that you're fat, and you're obese, and you're morbidly obese, and you're going to die. Doesn't matter what, if you have lymphedema, doesn't matter if you have PCOS, it doesn't matter. If you're going to die from obesity, you're going to die from obesity. It does not matter what you have. She loves making excuses for herself as to why she can't lose weight, because as an audience, she thinks that we're going to be like, well, that makes sense. No, dude, you think that we all make excuses for ourselves? I'm overweight, and I'm aware of it, and I do everything in my power that I can to not be overweight, or at least to not gain weight, as so many other people as well. It's just ridiculous. She wants, like, she thinks that she's not throwing herself a pity party, but every action that she does is she wants an excuse as to why she's this way. There is no excuse as to why you're this way. The reason why you keep making excuses is because it's because you're this way, obese. And it's, quite frankly, it's not that complicated, dude. She makes everything so complicated for herself. She just needs to stop trying to find reasons as to why she's obese and just face the fact that that is what it is. And like, dude,
I should. Why do I eat 1,800 calories and I still gain weight? Like, why does a simple car ride make me gain 6 pounds? Like, so many questions have been answered. So, yeah, I'm happy about that. Not happy about the diagnosis. Not happy that I have to do low carb keto. I'm not happy about any of that. I'm just happy I have answers and I can move on.
There's always something new with Amber. There's always something new that she didn't know about herself that, oh, now I have to do keto because I have lymphedema. Now I have to do low carb keto, guys. Like, okay, dude, get over it. Just own up to your shit, dude. Like, why does she make so many excuses for herself?
With a plan, and it's something that I've wanted for so long, and I finally did it. So I'm relieved in a way. I feel like a whole weight is off of my shoulders because I have a plan, and I see a specialist.
The problem is that she's always had a plan. Always. She continuously has had a plan. But she doesn't do anything to abide by that plan. Why? Because she lacks consistency and she lacks self-awareness. And as someone who lacks self-awareness, you will continue to make the same mistakes over and over again because you can't admit to yourself that that is an issue for you and you need to fix that because you'll continue making excuses as to why you're not there anymore.
Who has so much knowledge over 30 years in this very subject when I thought I would find nobody. Nobody. Because lymphedema, lipedema, it's just one of those things where not a lot of doctors understand it. And even my specialist told me that. So I am relieved that's all it is. And I don't know, and people are like, she's going to be making this as an excuse. It's not an excuse, it's a reason. I have been experiencing symptoms from lipedema, and I didn't even know. I thought I was just broken. I thought I didn't know how to count calories and all this stuff. Turns out that's not true. There's actively something wrong with me, and now I have a plan.
Bro, no offense though. Like, how long has she had lymphedema for? I doubt she's had lymphedema for the past 10 years, right? So, like, at a certain point, yes, perhaps it's now because of your lymphedema that you can't. But, like, earlier on, what was it? It was just because you liked food. And it'll still continue to be the same issue. The reason why you got lymphedema is because of your excessive eating. It's not because you know how to not count food or all this or whatever, dude. It's literally what has led you here. It's okay, now we get it. Okay, the reason her body retains water because of lymphedema now. That's not even the point. And I think she just loves finding a new excuse for herself.
Plan to fix it. I can't fully fix it, but I have a plan to work with it, and I know how to live my life now around it. And I don't know, it's just like so upsetting that I open up so hard to you guys, and you guys are like just reading into things wrong. And I try my hardest to explain the best of my ability. Like, there's a quote that I said where in the video I was like, now I have a reason, and people were like, yeah, now she has a reason to binge. What? No, now I have a reason for why I haven't been losing weight. Try, and when I do things and count calories and measure my food, and it's because I'm not doing it right for someone with lipedema. No, I'm not happy about it. Why would I be? Like, no, that's not a reason to binge.
She's glad she has an excuse as to why she's been gaining weight. That's what it is. And that's the same thing, dude.
Binge, like, my binges now are like just me overeating, and I still rapidly gain weight. My binges now is me ordering, like, let's say Olive Garden, like chicken Alfredo, and eating the.
You still overeating, and her literally, she was about to say like ordering chicken Alfredo and eating the whole thing. That's still bad, dude. That's still reason why you're not losing weight. There's a lot of fucking calories in chicken Alfredo, dude.
Whole thing. A lot of people do that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. but that's my version of binging currently, when my version of binging years ago was ordering 3 meals.
And that's the reason why she got to her size, dude. Because of her excessive eating. And these are habits that are not going to be taken away. She just wants to cover it up by saying, I have lymphedema, guys.
At once. Like, I hate that I have to, like, sit here and explain myself. But anyways, I'm just going to finish, like, putting away my clothes. I need to keep a better, calm energy because tomorrow is actually my CT scan for my chest. A little update on that. The pain absolutely went away, but this morning it came back in my shoulder, and hate it, but that's just what it is. My breathing, drastically better. I don't have a cough anymore. I think the antibiotics helped. I don't know.
You know, one thing about Amber that I realized is that she's very obsessed with giving herself excuses and being like, this is what a normal person would go through. You know? Like, giving herself excuses as to why she's experiencing things that morbidly obese people experience. And that alone is a dictation of her not owning up to her truth. And as soon as you can't own up to your truth and accept that, okay, dude, I'm morbidly obese, may that be for A, B, and C reason, I am morbidly obese. And that is it. It's like, dude, and then she still is like, well, I do overeat, but I just overeat by eating like a whole thing of fettuccine alfredo. Like, that alone doesn't have 2,000 freaking calories, dude. Like, that alone, and you're still not, like, eating snacks and eating more meals on the side of that. Like, you're still not consuming 6,000 calories a day.
I don't know why the pain is slowly coming back, though. That's worrisome. But tomorrow is my appointment, and then the next day after that is my doctor appointment. Hopefully she gets my results in by then, because I need to know my results. I want to know what steps I have to do further, because this is...
The steps you have to do further: go out walking more. Make yourself walk more. Be more physical, even if it's literally just like lifting weights while you're sitting down. It's not going to kill you, dude. Like, your lungs aren't going to collapse on you because you're, like, sweating a slight bit while you're sitting down on a couch and, like, raising your arms. These are all just excuses for herself, and she just wants answers when she has the answers right in front of her, but she chooses not to see them.
I'm 31 years old. I turned 32 in December, and more than ever, I am just like, doctor, appointment.
You know why, dude? Because as you age, your awareness of death amplifies. Why? Because as you age, you are bound to die. If you don't die in a car crash, from an overdose of some sort, if you don't die from a roof collapsing on you, any of that, you're gonna die from old age. And sad to say, it's true. A lot of people who are over 400 plus pounds do not get over the age of 40 to 50 years old. And she's aware of that. And subconsciously, she knows that. And she's scared. And that's just the truth, dude.
Let's figure it out, because the only way that you can figure it out is to get a diagnosis. And I know that's like what my channel has been about. But you guys, y'all have been telling me for years, go to a fucking doctor. And I am. I'm doing the damn thing. So just, embrace it for what it is for now.
You know what's so funny is the body positive community is kind of against doctors. And you see this in this, like, girl that she's, like, obese reacted to her. I don't really remember her name. And her thing was basically go to the freaking doctor. And I think the body positivity movement, or whatever that is, right, is so like, well, if I go, it's just gonna be about my weight, right? And they avoid the doctor for so long, to the point where one thing that could have been fixed by literally losing 30 pounds was avoided so long because they didn't want to hear doctor nagging, that they're like, all right, dude, well, I'm 200 pounds overweight now, and I have all of these health problems. Now I need a doctor. It's like, really, dude?
You guys are watching it while I'm living it. So, imagine that. So, I did not document the last time I did my Lego, but I did do the other half of the little circle for the globe. And y'all are calling me a flat earther. I am not a flat earther. I've said it as a joke. No.
Guys, now it's a joke. What was once meant for her to be quirky is now a joke. Because it got backlash.
That's trolling, okay? But I'm actually about to do bag number 7, so...
Trolling is, I'm trying to be quirky. It didn't work out for me, so I'm just kidding now, guys. That doesn't work.
This one is actually beginning to build on the actual water of the globe here.
Amberlynn's awareness of the world, I think, is so limited because she's cocooned herself for so long that certain words she can't thoroughly hear. She's not very self-aware because she hasn't been out around like a lot of different people and experience like diversity, not only in race or whatever, but in situations such as homes and all that stuff, right? Culture. I think sometimes she's not really the one that we blame here for this. I think it's just her lack of experiencing the world, right? And her being that big hasn't allowed her to travel and be enthusiastic about other cultures because she doesn't even allow her mind to go there, right? Because I can't do it, so why even get excited about it? And I think that's a lot of her issues. That's why I think her vocabulary is so limited. The way she communicates with people is so limited. Her self-awareness is not good at all. And sometimes, like, you can't really blame the person, right? Because they've been cocooned, but she's cocooned herself. You know, she has the ability and the money to go somewhere if she really wanted to. Like, she doesn't know what motivates her. She doesn't know what speaks to her soul. You know, she almost is just living to live and seeing what happens, you know? 3D base is what she knows: love, relationships, and a home. You know, which is all she really has. You know, but like nothing else is, no, she's not after anything else, and that alone will kind of kill you as a person if you're not looking for more, you know, and you're just comfortable with where you're at. I have always said that comfort will be the thing that kills you. Comfort will be the thing that, quite frankly, doesn't let you expand in any way, mentally, physically, financially, because once you're comfortable, you're done, dude. Once you're okay with where you are mentally, financially, you're done. And that's why a lot of people don't go from good to great as human beings, you know? Because we're okay with mediocrity. And quite frankly, we shouldn't be okay with it.
As you can see. So, I am excited. And while we're here, let's do like a fact. I'm just going to flip to a random one. A comet's tail is actually made up of melting ice. Oh, that's like, oh, baby, hi, baby. That's very much space related, just like my globe. That's really weird that I flipped to one about space.
It's called synchronicity. It's called we're all connected. But the simple mind will not realize that. And I don't mean that with any disrespect to anybody. I just mean that once you grow aware that we're all connected and everything on this earth works together, a lot of things begin to make sense.
Hi, look at her. Ooh, scratchies. Oh my god.
And like, no offense, like, instead of allowing her mind to go further into what that means, right? She's just like, whatever, dude. That was a fact. I'm done. That's good.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it and I will show you guys how it looks afterwards. You gonna help, mamas? Are you gonna help? Oh. I'm currently right now watching a podcast. I'm gonna keep watching that while doing my Lego and I'll show you guys how it looks after. So these are all the pieces that I am messing with. But I will say, like, visibly not even noticed. When I did the typewriter Lego, even the Nintendo Lego, like inside of the Nintendo is like a whole other world of its own, but you like don't see it. So sometimes like the person who completes a Lego, they know how much work and amazingness like went on the inside.
How much amazingness went on in the inside. Just like everything else, you know? It's like, okay, cool. You're making Legos. I don't know.
A part of me wants to do another round, but it just seems like a lot of pieces.
You know, one thing, I don't want to go on a rabbit. One thing about Amber is she reminds me of when I was like 14, 15. And she reminds me a lot of my, like, how I was. Like, I really liked journals. I liked collecting journals. I loved Legos. I was very much into speaking a certain way, sounding a certain way. Um, the only thing is that as I grew, I became extremely self-aware and very like very vigilant, right? Of how I became very self-aware of how everything appears, how everything works, and that has helped me in numerous ways, such as, you know, knowing what I want to do, right? Where I can get money from that. And I think sometimes we don't allow our minds to go there because we weren't taught how to learn and how to further think, right? And I think sometimes you can't really blame the person for their stupidity or their lack of awareness because we as a society are only taught textbook information, right? And a lot of the work that you do in your mind isn't on a textbook. It isn't presented to you. It isn't given to you. And I think that's why we tend to lack, um, like, I'm just kind of rambling here, but I think that's why we tend to lack the things that we really need to be successful as human beings because we are not presented those things, right? And we're trying to literally figure out the most basic things, which is nutrition and how we should live currently in the 21st century. And that alone is extremely hard because there is no textbook, or there might be, right? But it isn't presented to you. It isn't given to you as like a instruction for life. You have to go out on your own and seek that knowledge because it's not given to you. And may we dislike the way she is and the way she presents herself and the way she explains herself. It's honestly a reflection of who we are as a society and how far we've come and how far we're going to come.
And I don't know if I have the actual patience currently, so I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night, but oh my god, I love it. And there's quite a few extra pieces this time. Again, extra pieces is just in case that you misplace pieces, and how they pick and choose which ones, who knows.
Alright, guys, well, that's that. I appreciate you for watching if you made it this far. I'd really appreciate if you could comment something or like the video. Give me feedback on what I can do to make my channel better and stuff like that. I really would like to do this full time eventually, and yeah, I appreciate you for watching. Thank you.